All right, so you just graduated with your software engineering degree in India. What now? You're probably staring at a flood of job postings, and they all sound, well, so different. And it's not just about the salary, right? It's about the kind of career you're building from day one. In this explainer, we're going to give you a framework to help you decode that choice. So, what's it going to be? A fast-moving tech company where you get to build the core product? A tech titan where you maintain the very systems the world runs on? Or a global giant where tech is really just the tool to solve massive business problems? Each of these is a fundamentally different universe, and we're about to give you the map. Here's how we're going to break it all down. First, we'll meet our 3 company archetypes. Then we'll dig into what you'd actually be doing. We're calling that the mission. Then we'll look at what they expect from you. That's the ask, and what you get in return, the reward. By the end of this, you'll have a really clear framework for finding your own perfect fit. To make this super real, we're comparing actual job postings from 3 very distinct companies. Greenzine, a focused e-mobility tech company, Oracle, a legacy tech giant, and Shell, a diversified energy multinational. These aren't just companies. They actually represent 3 totally different career philosophies. Just look at the job titles here. They tell a huge part of the story. At Greenzine, you're a graduate engineer trainee, which means you're focused on a specific craft. Over at Oracle, you're a software developer 1, kind of like a cog in a massive, well-defined machine. But then you look at Shell, and you're in a graduate program. See the difference? The focus is on your overall development within the company, not just your first technical role. Okay, so titles are one thing, but what are you actually going to be doing all day? This is where these career paths really, really split. Let's take a look at the mission for a new hire at each of these companies. At Greenzine, your mission is crystal clear. Build new customer-facing products. You're working on the company's core offering, probably using modern tools like React.js to create something original from scratch. The trade-off? You're laser-focused on one product line, but you get to see your code make a direct impact, and fast. Now compare that to Oracle. Here, the mission is all about contributing to a vast existing software universe. You're a caretaker and a builder for these foundational systems that power countless other businesses. You'll gain experience at an unbelievable scale, but your individual contribution is part of a much, much larger and slower moving machine. And now look at Shell. The mission here is completely different. It's not about the code itself. It's about solving business problems. Technology is just the tool. Your primary job is to analyze a business situation and then propose a solution. The software? That comes second to the strategy. This path really develops your business acumen, but you might spend a lot less time deep in the code. Okay, so we know the mission, but what do you actually need to get in the door? Let's check out the skills and qualifications each company is asking for. This gets interesting. Wow, the difference here is like night and day. Greenzine is looking for specific, ready-to-go skills. JavaScript, React, Agile. They need you to start contributing to their product pretty much immediately. But Oracle and Shell, they're way more general. Oracle just wants a basic knowledge of software architecture, probably because they're planning to train you in their own specific systems. And Shell, well, they list no specific tech skills at all, which tells you everything you need to know about their priorities. But just watch what happens when we look at soft skills. The emphasis completely flips. Greenzine lists the essentials, good communication, problem solving, but Shell, they're looking for high-level leadership traits right from the very start. Drive, resilience, the ability to influence people. They are explicitly hiring for their future leaders, not just entry-level coders. And sometimes the filter isn't about skills at all. For Greenzine, this number is a hard gate, a minimum 7.0 CGPA. It's a way for a smaller company to quickly filter a huge applicant pool. It's just a non-negotiable baseline before they even look at your code. For some people, that might seem restrictive, but for the company, it's just efficient. So we've seen what they want from you. Now for the good part. What do these different paths offer in return? And this is about way more than just salary. It's about the entire package and the philosophy behind it. Greenzine is super transparent about its starting pay. During their 1-year training period, you're looking at a monthly stipend of 25,000 rupees for bachelors, plus a potential bonus. It's a very clear, defined financial starting line, which is something you often see with smaller, focused companies. Now let's see how the bigger players handle this. So contrast that with the big guys. Oracle's whole approach is about stability and comprehensive benefits, a competitive package with good insurance and retirement options. They're basically offering you a solid corporate job. But Shell, they frame it as a growth-focused package. They're selling you on a 3-year leadership program and personalized coaching. The core reward isn't just the salary, it's the investment they're making in you as a future leader. Of course, some things are becoming table stakes in the industry. All three of these companies offer a clear path to a full-time role, comprehensive health coverage, and they all promote supportive work environments. Honestly, these are now the standard expectations for any top graduate employer. So we've analyzed the mission, the ask, and the reward. Let's bring it all together now to help you find the path that truly fits your personal ambition. So it really all boils down to these three archetypes. Are you the specialist, like at Green Design, someone who wants deep expertise in a modern tech stack, building very specific products? Or are you the generalist, maybe at a place like Oracle, totally fascinated by the architecture of massive systems? Or are you the future leader, like at Shell, someone who sees technology as a tool to solve those big picture business challenges? Ultimately, there's no single best path. There's only the path that's best for you. Are you a specialist, a generalist, or a future leader? Answering that question is your first and probably your most important career move. So, which path will you build?